Hey everybody, Sarasota Tim coming to you from Boynton Beach, Florida. And I'd like to introduce you to my new e-bike. I've had it for about a week or so now. This is the Rattan Quercus e-bike. It's a step-through frame. It has a 48-volt battery and it goes 31 miles an hour I had it to today on throttle only. And I love this bike. I've got a few more things I want to talk about. I'd like to turn the camera around now and kind of point those out to you, because if you're thinking about buying something like this for Christmas or an e-bike, I've got some good things I want to show you. All right, so you're looking at the Rattan Quercus. That's how they say it right there. And it is a fat tire, 4-inch wide e-bike. And it has mag wheels, not spokes. And it has hydraulic brakes. You know, they have fluid in there. This is the serious braking system. I love that center stand, like a motorcycle. It's really convenient for two reasons. One, this is a cargo bike. This bike can take 450 pounds between the passenger and what you might want to put on the back here. So you get yourself a milk crate, or Rattan also sells a big crate that you can put on back here. Look at the framing of this thing. This is serious structure. This is not one of those little skinny wire things that you can put a little basket on. They're fine for light stuff, but this is serious cargo you can carry. And those 4-inch tires, you can air them up to like 30 psi. So it has the center stand, and that when you have a crate on the back, by having it straight up and down, you can put all your stuff on it, and it's not leaning over to the side and could topple over on you. This bike is meant to really deliver. I'm talking literally deliver. It has, let me just show you, I'll turn them on. You go right up here, here's the power button. I turn it on, it has a beautiful screen. It lights up there, Rattan. And we just hold this button down here, is what I want to show you. That turns the headlight on. And then that will dim somewhat because it thinks it's nighttime, although you want to run those during the day. This is a serious light. I've had about 4 or 5 e-bikes now, and this one has the brightest light I've had yet. At night, you would not believe it, folks. It's LED, it's super bright, and that's not all. Check this out. This bike has tail lights, LED tail lights, and I wish I could reach up and grab it. It has a brake light, but I can do this and show you. There's the right signal. How about that, huh? Let's take a look at the left signal. And if you saw the brake, it is seriously bright too. And at night, you are very visible. All you do is press it a second time, and that goes off. It has a walk feature. If you just hold this button down right here, and let's say you are trying to get up a ramp, or you're on a hill, or a steep driveway, or whatever, you can stand on the side of the bike, hold the handlebars like you're walking like a normal bicycle, and just push this down with your thumb, and it will go at a slow speed, walking speed, and will assist, pushing. So you do have a side stand too, right here, and everything is really high quality. Hear that clicking? It has an adjustable seat. I love the seat because it has springs in it, so you can definitely feel the comfort there. It has this huge battery, this 20 amp hour, and it comes with a quick charger too, and the 48 volts, and it has Samsung cells. So you've got the best battery, with the Samsung cells. You've got Kenda over here on this side. Let me show you on the outside. You've got these Kenda tires, and they got this red lettering on here. These are the better tires. You get the reflector in there. This is a what does it say? Shimano gears, and the derailleur guard. Also, it has, this is reflective, this white stripe on your tire. So at night, this thing is totally safe. Then you have these shock absorbers here. Look at these. These are serious shock forks, and you can adjust them. One of the best things I like about this bike, so many of them have just a stem that comes up with straight bars. Look at these high-rise ape hangers there. These these nice handlebars. You're sitting up so comfortable. I really don't like the bikes now that where you lean over, you get all this pressure on your palm, and here you're just sitting up and just riding away. And this will accommodate, I think they said from 5'2" to 6'5", or something like that, height of a person. And like I said, it holds 450 pounds. And the key goes in here to remove the battery, but you don't have to. All you have to do is simply plug the battery in to this right here. I didn't plug it back up, a little rubber thing there. And one thing you do need to know, if you buy this bike, you can actually turn the battery off. Right here's a little secret switch, and you want to make sure you toggle that on or off. I don't mess with it, be honest with you, but someone else on YouTube pointed that out, so I want to make sure. This is avocado green, and if you get this color, you won't regret it. For some reason, it never really represents on YouTube in video how it looks in person, but everybody that's seen this bike says they like the color. It's like those new lunar rocks and stuff they're putting on all these new cars and trucks with these kind of interesting colors that they're doing. And if you want, they have another battery. That's what these are for. And this extra plug here, you can plug, or is it here? Yes, it goes right there. I'm sorry. It goes right there. I don't know what that is actually. I don't think it's anything. But you put another battery goes here and plugs in there, giving you two batteries, giving you super long range if you were to want to use this for deliveries like you were Uber Eats or something like that. But believe me, this one battery is going to take all you got to wear it down. I think they're said, I don't want to misquote, but it's good for miles and miles. So this is the Rattan Quercus, and they reached out to me. This is a bike they sent to me. I did not buy it, and it's mine to keep. And I'm giving you guys an honest review. I bought a bike in Sarasota where I used to live about 4 years ago. There was also a step-through frame like this, and it folded. And that bike also did 30 miles an hour. It was called I forgot what it was called, it's not important, but I liked it a lot. And I paid $2,300 for it. I believe these are sold right now, not on Amazon, because it's the newest model from Rattan, that you have to buy from them directly. And I think it's $1,750, $1,799, down from like $2,000. So keep checking with the website of rattanebikes.com, and I'll put a link in the description, of course, that you can go there and save yourself some money. And I'll see if there's a code that they're giving me to save my subscribers through my link an additional discount. But look at those handlebars, it's really cool. And the brake system, like I said, it's hydraulic brakes, super good brakes. And these are like faux leather, but they're so soft, it feels like genuine leather. And your hands are right here, and like I said, you're sitting up, so your palms aren't really any pressure right here. You look how the handlebars are up. And the controller is simple, it's color. And there's, let me just show you, there are 3 modes they give you. You can go, let me see how I do it. It's right here. Yep, you got eco mode, normal mode, and sport mode. And while I'll be honest with you, I don't see, maybe in eco mode I do, but I don't see a ton of difference. There's just different levels of pedal assist, 1 through 5. So you would just have to play around with it and see. I am sure that the battery is going to last a lot longer than in eco mode, but a 48 volt, 20 amp hour battery is going to last you longer than you're going to want to sit on this thing and ride for a day. And then with that quick charger that they give you, and the assembly is simple. I mean, it really comes together. You just put the front tire on and put those handlebars up on here by just placing this. The controller is already on, everything is there, and it's pretty much ready to go. You put the pedals on, and that's it. And you can, and this is already assembled on there too. I didn't even have to put the rear kickstand on. And I've had other bikes that's been sent to me that were very easy to put together, but there were a few more. You can see the reflective on the tire. There were a few more pieces that had to go on. And let me end the video and just tell you, there's two different types of motors. I've learned quite a bit about e-bikes. I've owned 4 of them now. This one has a motor in the rear, a hub motor, right there, and it's called a torque sensor motor. The other e-bike that I own is also a torque sensor motor, and I think this is kind of a trend. There's another kind of motor. There's 2 kinds of motors for e-bikes. One is called a cadence, and what that does is when you pedal using the pedals to help you with the motor, like this one does, it doesn't just help you. As soon as you pedal, like a half a pedal, the motor turns on and gives you all the power that it can possibly give. And what you do is with the torque sensor motor is you want to pedal and work with the motor. So as you pedal, and the harder you pedal, the more power you'll get depending on the pedal assist mode that you're on. So if you're in 1, no matter how hard you pedal, you're only going to get so much speed. It goes all the way up to pedal assist 5. And what's really great about it is I've learned to like this better than the cadence motors, because with the cadence motors, you're not really getting any exercise whatsoever. You just pedal and it gives you all the power. Well, if you want to have all the power and not pedal, just simply use the throttle here. And wait till I tell you about this while I have it in my mind. Another great feature about the Rattan Quercus. I haven't had on any e-bike yet, and I love it. I use cruise control on my cars. From the minute I leave the red light, I get up to this the legal speed, and I'm on cruise control. I'm on cruise control, as I say, when I go to McDonald's. I mean, a lot of people don't use it in their car. They don't trust it or they don't understand it. I love cruise control. This has cruise control. All you do is you go into settings. It's very intuitive. They'll show you everything in your owner's manual, and you turn it on. And then when you give the throttle here, you can go all the way down up to 31 miles an hour, but anywhere in between, or if you just want to go down to pedal assist 1, anywhere in between, when you give it the throttle, you can let off after about 3 seconds and the bike will hold that speed. So if you want to, go 30 miles an hour on cruise control, you can do that. If you want to cruise at 15 miles an hour, you can do that. And it's just great. Now you're not pedaling, you're not even having to hold your thumb on there. You're just sitting and your handlebars are up, you're taking in the view, you're checking out the scenery, you're riding on sidewalks, you can go slow speeds, you can go anywhere on a bicycle. It's legal to ride anywhere you want, and you can just get all around everywhere. I cut through the grass here earlier. Even on a regular pedaling bike, I couldn't just ride through there without probably getting, where I couldn't pedal or have to gear down real low to get through that. All I had to do is just pedal, and the motor gave me plenty of power actually to go through this. But if it was something harder, all I had to do is take my thumb, stick it on that, and right through all that I would go. And here's one final thing. These 4-inch tires, there's a reason for them. 4-inch tires will allow you to ride this on the beach, or if you would like to take trails. You don't have to have a beach. Let's say you live out west or in the south where there's trails. If you have the skinny tires on most bikes, like the old, what I used to call 10 speeds, they're probably 20 speeds now, or road bikes, you get off the pavement and you're in trouble. But not with these. But wait, there's more. With a 4-inch tire, you keep them really blown up pretty good for riding on the pavement. But if you drop the tire pressure, you drop the PSI down to about 6 to 8 pounds. I run about, 22 pounds. They go up to 30. And I like a little softer ride, and it still does 30 miles an hour. But if you drop all the way down to where you can squish them, but not too low. 6 or 8 is pretty low already. And you get on the off on the trails or on the sand on the beach, this thing will float right on top. It goes over the sand like a boat over water. So, and then you buy one of these, I bought one, a tire inflator. It works on a lithium battery. You can carry that in your backpack, strap it on the back, put it in your crate, whatever you have. And then when you get off the trail or off the beach, you simply screw it right on the valve stem. You press a button, it has a little digital reading, and you put in how many pounds you want, and it automatically shuts off. It only takes a minute. Some of those things aren't worth a darn to try to blow up like a motorcycle tire or a car tire. You know, you'd really need something heavy duty. But this one I'm talking about, I got it on Amazon. It blows these up like no problem. And the battery's good for a long time. So then you just recharge it before you go out one day. And now you can, you know, if you see a road or a trail or a beach and you're like, hey, I like to go there for a while. You know, I'm gonna ride on the grass for a while. I'm gonna drop my tire pressure. You know, to drop the tire pressure, you just take a little pin or one of your keys or anything. If you've got a tire pressure gauge, they have a little stem on one side. You can flip them over. You know, those little silver stick kind. And you stick that in the valve stem. You know how long it takes to deflate a bicycle tire like this down to 6 pounds or 7 pounds? About 15 seconds, maybe. So it takes just a second, and then it'll take you a couple of minutes to blow them back up with your little tire inflator, and you're back on the road again. And you can go from the house to 20 miles away if you want. You don't have to. Hey, how are you?
Sorry to interrupt you.
Hold on a second. All right, folks, sorry about that. I'm here in South Florida. I had a local tourist come in asking me about the boat parade. You see the sign behind me here. If they could watch the boat parade here tonight. And I said, of course. So anyway, back to the Rattan Quercus e-bike. That's about all I got for you. It's got all those features. It's definitely one to consider. At $1,700 and change. It's at the price point where there are some a little bit less and there are some a little bit more. But without splitting hairs, if you think about the tires, the brand, the hydraulic brakes, the center stand, the 450-pound capacity, the frame. Look at the welding on this bike. Look at this. Look at that butter welding. That's amazing. And the fact that you can put the extra battery on there, the beautiful high-rise handlebars, is super bright headlight. I'm not kidding you. The adjustable shocks in the front, the springy seat, it's not a hard seat. The reflective on the stripe on the tires, they're Kenda tires, and the cruise control, and those beautiful leather grips up here that are so nice. They feel nice on your hand. The ergonomics of it are easy to understand and to push the buttons. They're all right here. And I don't even use the gear shifter. I leave it in 7th gear because as soon as you start pedaling, you're going to kick in the motor and the motor is going to start helping you. So you don't need to start out in 1st gear. I would say maybe you would go down to 1st or 2nd gear is if you wanted to ride this bike with no motor assistance whatsoever and you just wanted to try to ride it like a normal bike, which I don't think most people do. This is a very heavy bike. I think it's 80 something pounds. So it wouldn't be anything you'd want to just pedal. But should something happen or your battery goes dead on you and you rode it too far or whatever, you can still get home. You can still pedal it. So you're not stuck. But I think they put pedals on these things just to kind of make them sort of legal-like so you can, you know, ride it on sidewalks and go where you want. But did you know more people are buying e-bikes than electric cars? I mean, these electric cars today, you go in somewhere and you want to charge up. If you don't do it at your home, it's like 50 cents a kilowatt. I mean, so you could just drive a gasoline car. It's and then they want so much money for those things. And I don't know about all that green stuff because, you know how much, well, I'm not going to go there. I digress. So anyway, folks, get yourself online, take a look at what they've got. They've got other models too. I don't know the names of them, but I was offered to review one of their other models. But when I saw this one on YouTube by some other creators, I said, no, if I could get that Rattan Quercus, I would like to have that one. And so they said, sure, we'll send it to you. And you can't even buy it on Amazon. It's such a new model. You got to buy it directly from them. The shipping is excellent. The price is right. Crush it.